So we all know Netflix itself is something that is really, what's the word I'm looking for? Extremely popular. Because Netflix is so popular, there's been a lot of companies looking into the streaming thing. You know, HBO got into it after that. All of these other companies, I don't even know, Hulu and all of them started getting into it as well because it's an extremely popular subject and it's very, very convenient. That being said, let's talk about video games. Why is there not a massive, I mean, there are little bits and little pieces of video game streaming type of rental kind of things that you can do, free to play stuff, all of that, that's out there. But what if there was a system in place that allowed you to spend X amount of dollars a month and be able to actually play a video game and then just jump to the next one if you want to? That is something that might be happening in the very near future here. There are two different companies that are looking into this according to a lot of news articles that you can actually look up for yourself. PlayStation and Nintendo. Now, because PlayStation and Nintendo are much different when it comes to their video game play styles, they seem like they might be able to do this independently of each other. There are a lot of really interesting things that could happen along with this just because it is so popular. So let's talk about it a little bit here. Now, if we talk about like AAA publishers like EA, DICE, Bethesda, Ubisoft, and all of these other ones, what would be their thought process behind this? Because you have to think business-wise. What would they want to do to have this be a thing? Is it something that they are going to be able to financially back? And if so, they have the finances to back this type of thing. But would it be coming out at a much higher price? So let's think. A typical, like if you were to go to Best Buy or if you were to go to anywhere and just get a DVD or like a movie, those movies maximum, what, $20, $25 for like a Blu-ray? I'm not sure. I've barely ever bought DVDs in my entire life. But anyway, so like $20, $25 for a DVD. If you go out and buy a brand new video game, it's $60, sometimes even more when you get the DLCs involved. So would the price be more? I believe that, we're talking about PlayStation here right away. If PlayStation were to actually do this, there would be a huge bump in price. I don't believe that you would actually be able to get something for, $10 a month for unlimited games with all the DLCs. I think that there would actually be a separate pricing scale for each one of these things, like a base price, say like $10, you can get a very limited number of games minus a lot of the AAA games. Or you might be able to be looking into something like $15 where you might be able to get a few AAA games or all AAA games without DLCs added to them. Or you might even be looking at something like $20, $25 for unlimited potential for all of the DLCs and all of this stuff added together. And that seems like something that might be reasonable for me. If you're somebody that consumes a lot of games, say you're somebody that buys 4 games a month, 3 games a month, that's $180 to $240 a month if you're that active in the gaming scene. That would save you a lot of money. And therefore, I think that if somebody were to do this, there would be a lot of big AAA titles that would be able to actually push these games out and still make a huge profit on them. But if we go and switch over here to something like Nintendo, the NX console, it is said that they are looking into this in depth to really separate themselves from other consoles. Because Nintendo has always been falling behind the other two for a very long time, if they were to come out and say, something super cheap rather than something like $25, if they were to come out and say something like $15, you have the entire Nintendo library at your fingertips, there would be a lot more sales for this NX console. And it looks like some people are actually saying that this is something that they are seriously looking into. So we have PlayStation and we have Nintendo doing this separately. Nintendo doing it for a little bit of a different reason, more of a we want to stay alive type of thing, whereas PlayStation might be doing it to say something along the lines of we just want to make more money. But either way, if this becomes a thing, even if Xbox and Microsoft start catching along here, that's something that really sounds very futuristic planning to me. Something that a lot of these future-proof people might be saying, this is going to happen in the near future, but we're just waiting for the right time to release that. I think that right about now, with all of the video streaming services out there, if somebody can really plug in a video game streaming service like they're attempting to do right now, when they're really attempting to push out to the media that they're thinking about these types of things, and it's really kind of in the works, that gets me excited. So let me know what you guys think down in the description below. Would you be somebody that would actually be able to pay something like this, or would you stick to, just buying the discs when you need them? Because it really depends on what type of a gamer you are. when it comes to this type of thing. So guys, leave a like, leave a subscription. I hope that you liked the video today. I will see you guys later.